Guys, welcome to another vlog. I am just out of the shower, but it is actually a little bit later in the day today. I took a late running class at Orange Theory, and so I just got home, stopped sweating, and then hopped in the shower. And so I'm just about at dinner time, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna do my evening skincare routine right now since my skin is clean, and it's gonna be an early night, guys. It is gonna be an early night. Whenever I do a running class, I feel like right after I'm so energized, right? For like a good 1-2 hours maybe. And then post shower, like once I like calm down, it is like, I have no energy. I become like, ooh, like just super sleepy. So I am expecting an early night and a great night's rest, which I'm very excited for. But I'm just gonna do my evening skincare routine here. I have a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that redness in my eye. The allergies are just kicking. They are just kicking. So that's what's going on here. Nothing more dramatic in any way. Just, yeah, just a little bit of allergies here. The weather has been so nice here. I think I said it in my last vlog. Yeah, when like Jen was here, I'm sure I'm gonna say it throughout this vlog. But the weather has been and will be really nice here, like low to mid 70s. I think I've seen like the occasional 80 here and there. But you know what that means. If you guys suffer from seasonal allergies, the nicer the weather, the worse the allergies. So that's what I'm dealing with. Anyway, I'm gonna do my evening skincare routine. I actually just put on some serum. I'm gonna go in with my eye cream. I've been using the Alloy M4 eye cream, and I'm working with Alloy on this video. Big thank you to them. I've worked with them before. I am perimenopausal. You guys have heard me talk about that. And so the Alloy M4 skincare line is specifically designed for perimenopausal and menopausal women. Our skin concerns are very different from our concerns much earlier on in our years. So if you're a woman like 35 and older, and you're noticing some, you know, kind of obvious differences in your skin, not just, you know, the occasional dryness or whatever, but just like changes in elasticity, changes in just like the plumpness, the firmness of your skin, it's probably time to try the Alloy M4 line. So I have the face cream and I have the eye cream. The M4 line contains estriol, and estriol is a topical non-systemic estrogen, and it binds to the receptors in your skin that really help with elasticity, hydration, and barrier function. It does not enter the bloodstream. It works locally and is clinically proven. So this isn't hormone therapy. It's nothing like that. This is simply topical support for your skin that's been through it. And for all of my perimenopausal sisters out there, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna start with the eye cream, and I like to use these products just once a day, and I do like to use them in the evenings. I feel like it really, really helps my skin like overnight. I wake up feeling like my skin looks and feels just a little bit healthier, a little bit plumper, a little bit more firm, which is fantastic. So I just need like half a pump of this eye cream. It's very, very rich, which is absolutely fantastic. And it has definitely helped with these crow's feet that I've seen popping up and rearing its ugly head, because it really helps just like plump and fill in those super fine lines, which you get around the eyes. So yeah, so just half a pump for both my eyes, that's all I need. And then the cream, very similar in that it is incredibly thick, and I probably use a pump and a half for all over my face and on my neck. So I just work that in and then just kind of press it into my neck and under my chin here. So this M4 line is, you know, specifically designed for your face. So it's not, I don't know, I'm sure you guys have heard of like estrogen creams that you can apply like to your body. It helps with other things. This is skincare. This is for your face, for your chin, your neck area. It is not part of like hormone replacement therapy. So I just want to make that very clear. So not only does it contain prescription strength estriol, but it also contains other wonderful skincare ingredients like peptides, vitamin E, and hyaluronic acid. So this has made such a difference for my 52, soon to be 53-year-old skin. It has been absolutely wonderful. Estriol is like that missing ingredient that you can't find anywhere else. And it's just something that our skin needs with all the changes that our body's going through. So I do have a $20 coupon code for you guys. I'll flash it up here on the screen. Of course, I'll put it down below in my description box. Definitely check my description box for a link to Alloy. So check it out. If you're going through perimenopause, maybe take a look, see if it's something you want to try. If you feel like you are entering it, even if you're coming out of perimenopause, even if you've entered menopause, I think this is really, really beneficial for the skin. So anyway, done with my skincare. I am gonna continue getting ready. I was gonna say getting ready for the day, but I'm just gonna get ready to eat dinner, probably watch some TV, and then hit the sack. Hello friends, I just finished filming the Tom Ford Soleil collection video, which you will have already seen last week, and I really like these products. Wait, yeah, right there. They're really nice. I was on the fence about these liquid blushes that they have because they have a mousse-like texture, and so they go on a little bit matte. And when I first applied them, I was like, oh, these are way too matte. But like once they settle down, really nice flush of color, really nice finish. Look at this highlight. It's so crazy shiny. Anyway, oh, actually I have to go back this way because I have to show you guys something. Anyway, I'm really enjoying that, that collection. But I just have to show you something. Are you ready? Yep. So 2 out of the 3 chandeliers in my entryway are out. Now, how am I gonna change these light bulbs, you ask? I wasn't sure until I did a little bit of research this morning, but here are my stairs, and these are all the way up there, okay? That ceiling all the way up in there, because there's like 2 steps, is I think 32 feet high. What is that, 4 stories? I mean, something insane. So I will say, if I have one major regret in life, it's buying a home with not just high ceilings, which I have throughout the house, which I really enjoy, but like these crazy double height ceilings. Never again. Absolutely not. Never again. It just complicates everything. And it's just stuff you don't think about, you know, when you really love the house or whatever. I love the layout of the house. I love the finishes, all that stuff. I just didn't think about like, oh, how am I going to change that light bulb? Oh, I've already talked about how we've had to deal with the smoke detectors in that area. Well, we took them down. There was one in that area where the chandeliers are mounted. There's one like outside that. There were so many smoke detectors in that one area. I was like, we're taking down all the ones that are hard to get to and leaving the one that isn't quite so hard to get to. So anyway, I looked into what I would have to do to change that. So when we had, you know, looked into like figuring out what to do with those smoke detectors, some people they wanted to propose like bringing a cherry picker in here. We were like, that's too heavy. Like, I don't want actual like huge machinery inside the house. I'm like, I think that's just too heavy. And so the only other option is scaffolding. So, you know, if we were to just get someone like an electrician and say like, we just need those light bulbs changed, I don't even know how much they would charge us because a lot of it is just time and whatever. But I found Las Vegas scaffolding where they will deliver and install the scaffolding for you. And then you just have to do the work. So that's what my husband and I are going to try and do next week. We made an appointment for them to deliver and install the scaffolding. I can't remember, like early next week. And then I think the highest that they have, it goes up 24 feet. And I'm like, okay, those chandeliers are hanging down. I'm like, hopefully we can meet in the middle somewhere. So yeah, sorry, I'm backlit. So I think I just like blacked out there. But what an absolute pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass. So that's home ownership for you. I really miss renting sometimes. I remember in our last rental, it was like every time a light bulb went out, it was like, bring, we need our light changed. So today, later on today, Lori Hill and I are going over to Zero Bond. They actually have a color analysis event. And so I signed up. There's already, I don't know if it's a wait list or if it's already sold out, but the tickets went pretty quickly. And it's unfortunate, but I can't film or take pictures inside Zero Bond, so I will have to let you know how it goes. But that's what I'm doing this evening. I'm very excited. So Lori has always asked me, well, what's your like? What season are you? What's your what are your colors? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just like what I like. She's like, you've never gotten your colors done? So I think she's gotten them done, and she's, kind of introduced me to this whole concept or whatever. And so when I saw this workshop come up, I didn't know if she'd be interested in going. Like, I know she's interested in the topic, but since she's already had it done, like, would she be even interested in going again? And she was so excited. So, yeah, we're gonna go. There's a little bit of traffic on the strip. There's, I don't know, what am I saying? There's always traffic on the strip because there's always some sort of convention or something going on in the city. But my husband was like, it could very well likely be like a shit show on the strip. So definitely check Google Maps before you go. So I don't know what time we have to leave. So we're gonna have dinner at Zero Bond beforehand, and then go to the event, and then I will fill you in. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. It was during my Bruno Mars vlog, so probably the last vlog that went up. But I went to my very first drawing class, and I wasn't sure. I was like, did I miss this? But I wasn't sure if there was any homework, and I got really nervous. So I emailed the teacher, and she was like, there's no homework in this class. Don't worry about it. She's like, if you want to practice, go right ahead. Practice always helps. So I'm going to try and practice. And I do really like there's no models in this class. We're just going to be working off of like 2-dimensional pictures, which is a lot easier than working off of a model. For those of you out there who've drawn before, I think you would agree with me. It's much, much easier because a lot of the translation is already done for you because it's already in a 2-dimensional form versus having to do it, like from 3D to 2D. So, so that's good. I think this is going to be like a really great class. I've only had one class, but I think this is going to be a really great class for beginners because portrait drawing is really not usually like touted as a beginning drawing type of class. But the teacher, she's really, really great. She's like really breaking it down, really making it kind of clear and giving something that's so creative, like really giving it a process, like a structure around it, which a really good art teacher does, for like beginner classes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that this week. I'm gonna have to practice, find a face that I like and do some practice. I may just do Butters. We're doing human portraits, but I would love to do more Butters portraits. All right, well, that's it. I should probably start, not filming, what am I saying? I should start editing this Tom Ford video. Oh, the other thing I want to mention, I'm reminded of this because I'm sitting in the sunlight. Can you see the tone of my hair? This is the coolest I've gotten my hair without turning it purple. And you know what I used today? And I am in love. Also, like, my hair feels so soft. I use that new Sicily hair mask, and it's specifically formulated for like blonde, gray, or white hair, and it's purple tinted. And so they recommend leaving it on, I think, 3 to 5 minutes. So I didn't leave it on for too long. I washed my hair, I put it in, I washed my body, and then I rinsed it out. So maybe like 3 minutes. And I'm so impressed with this tone. Look at how white without it looking purple. Let's look at the other side, right? I think this is the best job I've done at home so far. And I know I just recommended that Amika purple mask. I still like that one too. And when I used that one, it did not turn my hair purple. What did I use? I think by mistake when I did turn my hair purple, not on purpose, I used the Olaplex purple shampoo, then I used the purple conditioner, and then I decided to put a mask in because I felt like my hair was dry. And I think the mask that I used was one from L'Oreal. It's up in my shower, I'll take a look. And then I used my purple serum from Orbay. It was too much, And I had been using purple shampoo and conditioner like almost every single time I was washing my hair. It was way, way too much. But it just, I don't know, I felt like it went from kind of a brassy blonde to purple. Like I was never able to get it to this white until now. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'll show you the Sicily too, but I hauled it a while ago. And it's their only blonde mask. And of course, I'll link it down below if you're interested, but it's really good. Oh, I love it. Yeah, my hair feels really soft. All right, well, I should stop my yammering and get to editing this Tom Ford Soleil collection video. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back when I hook up with Lori. Hey guys, I'm getting ready for that color analysis event tonight, and I actually took a nap. I got really, really sleepy. I took a nap, so I washed my face of the Tom Ford look. I was just gonna wear that tonight. I'm not gonna do all that again. That's a bit much, so I think I'm just gonna go in with the Sicily primer. I really like this in lieu of foundation when I'm doing something really kind of simple. And I just want something kind of glowy and juicy looking. So I'm gonna start there and just blend that in. This is my giant Westman Atelier brush. And I was just checking the traffic. I was so worried about the traffic at this time of the day because we're gonna be there around 5:30, so it's prime time rush hour, but it actually seems fine. It's actually been strangely quiet here in Vegas. I'm not complaining because when we first moved here, it was, I mean, like night and day between here and New York City, and we just loved it. And slowly, like over COVID, holy smokes, it got really, really crazy here. There's like all this construction, roads were always closed, and the influx of people, it was really kind of nuts. But this year I feel like it's kind of light. I kept thinking, I'm like, oh, maybe it's like people are on vacation, and then, oh, well, it's kind of like winter time, so people are home, and then it was spring break. But now there's absolutely no reason, and it still feels kind of light, so I shouldn't complain. It's just odd. It's just really, really odd. Okay, I just put on that lip oil from Tom Ford. I really like that. What do I want to do? I think I just want to do a blush, a one and done eyeshadow, and then maybe I want to do like a bright lip. Maybe I'll do that Tom Ford Cruise Control. I'm actually going to put this on first, and then, you know, if I feel like I am spotlighting my lips, it kind of informs what else I want to put on. I have on a pretty black and white outfit. I'll show it to you when I'm done with my makeup, but it's pretty black and white. And I usually like a red lip as a nice contrast. So, all right, so for blush, maybe I want to use the Ilia Pulse. I usually wait for the warmer months to use blushes like this. I'm going to use my Refer Shoto 05 brush here. All you need is a little red. It's like your whole look. All right, I think for eyes, I think I just want to do like a simple champagne one and done. You know what, I'm going to use this Dior, the Brown Brocart limited edition palette. I'm just going to go into this top left-hand shade. I've got a Refer number 1 brush. It's actually a lot frostier than I was looking for. Let me see if I can pull this back a little bit. I'm going to use just a plain old blending brush. This is the Refer number 15. Let me see if I can just soften this up a little bit. I'm just putting a little bit of face powder over this Dior. I was going for something like satin instead of like super metallic, and that ended up being super metallic. I forgot how metallic that shadow is. Okay, and then I think I just need some mascara. Got my Surratt Noir lash tint. I'm going to just take that 15 brush again, pick up some more loose powder, and just tap a little bit under my eye here. Okay, I think that's it for my makeup look. Oh my, do you see the tips of Butter's ears right there? She's been sleeping in that chair. I don't know why. Anyway, here is my outfit. So I've got this cashmere tee from Quince. Cashmere tee. What did I just say? Cashmere tee from Quince. This old row blazer. This is their schoolboy blazer. And then I actually just got this slip skirt from Aritzia. I went to the Aritzia at the North Outlets here, and I don't think this was like outlet price. It was a strange store. I feel like Some of it was marked down, but the rest didn't seem marked down. It seemed like a normal store. Anyway, I got this skirt, and then I'm wearing my Totem patent slingbacks. These are the ones with the teeny tiny wedge. And then I've got my Celine Triomphe bag. So that is my outfit for this evening. Is just about time to leave to get Lori. All right, Butters, we're going. Oh, she went back down. Okay. Hey guys, I am back. I'm sorry, I didn't vlog anything with Lori. I went to pick her up. We had a little issue like getting into the gate, and then we were running late, and I just got kind of flustered. And then, you know, as soon as we go into Zero Bond, we can't take any pictures or videos. Anyway, it was a really, really nice event. The presenter, the woman who does this color analysis, she was really wonderful. She like made it very simple to understand. And then you could like sign up and either for like a mini session right there after, or you can have like a full hour consultation with her. So I think I'm gonna do the full hour consultation with her. This is definitely something that I have, I don't know, kind of like resisted doing. Like Lori has been a big fan of this. She's gotten her colors done twice because she didn't like the first outcome. She just didn't really agree with it. And then when she got it done again, she was like, yes, this makes so much more sense. So anyway, Lori, just FYI, she's a bright spring. And we were trying to guess what I am. She's like, I think you're a bright winter. I don't know. I am gonna get that done. But what I was saying was, I don't really like, sorry, I just took my shoes off, so now I'm shorter. I don't really like these rules, you know, when it comes to fashion and makeup and beauty or whatever, because I think just do what you like, wear what you like, all those things. Like I really don't like these like, oh, well you shouldn't or you can't. But I really liked how this woman presented the information. She was like, look, live your life, but if you just want to make things like a little bit easier, a little bit more efficient, or like if you wear the right colors, you would need less makeup, kind of a thing. And I was like, just really, really intrigued by it. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna sign up. I'm gonna sign up and I'm gonna do it with her, like officially. But if you guys have any guesses as to what my color is, what my season is, let me know. Let me know what you guys think down below. And then when I get it done, we'll see who was right. But I do think I'm a bright winter. So those are like the jewel tones, but the bright one's like cobalt blue. But I do think I look, I don't know, at least I like warmer colors on me too. Like I love camels. I love tomato red on me versus like a ruby red. But yeah, maybe I'm thinking about it all wrong. Anyway, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I had so much fun, and we just started chatting with like a bunch of other ladies there. And yeah, we were all like trying to guess each other's tones. So it was a good time. Dinner was great. Dinner was really, really great. And the club was like hopping. And it's not even a weekend or anything, but when we were leaving, when Lori and I were leaving, the club was like pretty much full with people just like having drinks and hanging out. But the weather here, I think I mentioned that maybe in the last vlog, but the weather here has been incredible. It's been like in the 70s high, and it gets down into like the 50s and 40s. Oh my God, it really is so nice. So I think people wanna like come out when the weather's nice. It was a fun night. I'm going to get ready for bed, and I will see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, so I am getting ready actually to head back over to Zero Bond. I have a lunch there with a friend, and when I made this lunch appointment, I didn't see it on my calendar, and I was, when I was like, oh, I've got like dinner and then basically like 2 meals in a row at Zero Bond. Anyway, I'm heading back over there. I was getting dressed, and I decided to whip this bag out. Do you remember this bag? This was one of my bag regrets because I never used, I think I used it once or twice since I got it. And I don't know, I get the idea of the bag. I do love the way it looks. It just never ever seemed to go with anything that I was wearing. I don't know. Why did I get it? But it's this beautiful cream color. I think they called this a latte. And do you guys remember this bag? I think it's called the is it the Bobby bag? I think it's the Bobby bag. I could be making that up. Anyway, and then it's got the Dior oblique strap, which I was like, oh my God, so cute. It's like a guitar strap. I love it. This strap is not long enough for crossbody. I mean, I can wear a crossbody, but it's like real high up. It looks a little goofy. Maybe if I was in the city, I would do this just because it looks kind of utilitarian. I mean, I do have short arms, so it is actually more practical this way. Maybe not. I'm just going to be getting into my car. But I thought I would, I don't know, I thought I would wear it today. I've got my navy Miu Miu cardigan on, just a white tee, my beige re-nylon Prada skirt, and then I've got my Prada shuffle fringe. Can you guys see my far back enough? I can't see my viewfinder. My shuffle fringe mules in the chalk white. And I was like, oh, I don't have a navy bag. And I was just looking for something, you know, I was like, oh, I'll just carry my Miu Miu adventure bag. But then I saw this. This was like all the way in the back of my closet. And I was like, maybe I'll wear this bag today. I don't know, kind of goes. Whatever, whatever. Anyway, I'm heading out for this lunch. Thought I would show you my outfit for the day. I think I'm gonna go barefaced. I just have SPF on. Yeah, I feel like just going barefaced today. And it's just a lunch, you know. I'd probably feel a little bit differently if it was dinner, but it's just lunch. So yeah, I'm gonna let my skin breathe a little bit. It is absolutely gorgeous out. I was actually going to wear this Prada sweater. I know you guys know this sweater. I wear this like nonstop, I think last winter, the winter before, but it's this navy like fisherman rib cotton sweater. So it's heavy and it's thick, but it's cotton. So it's not that super duper warm, and it's cool out today. It's like breezy, it's crisp. It's so strange here right now, but the weather is so crisp, and it's because of the wind, it feels a little bit cooler. So it feels like it's in the mid 60s. I think it's only gonna reach high 72. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll wear that sweater. It's probably the last chance I'll be able to wear that sweater, but I think it's still just a little bit too heavy. So that's why I threw on this sweater, because it's much thinner. Even though it's cashmere and silk, it's probably a little bit warmer, but it's actually lighter in weight. So yeah, I'll go with this one. Anyway, I'm off to Zero Bond for lunch. Good morning, baby. Good morning. You need to go out, baby? Okay. Oh my God. So I let Butters out. She pees. As she's peeing, she looks back to this window that I'm standing in front of to make sure I'm watching her. And then I wave. But she does it every time. She looks back at this window. Hi. How did you sleep? How did you sleep? You seem very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Good morning. How is everyone? I'm trying out a new coffee. This is the Blue Bottle. I think it's called like the Bold blend. I love Blue Bottle coffee, and I tried their Nola, and I'm talking about the Nespresso Virtuo pods. I tried Nola, and that one was really bitter. It has chicory in it, and I didn't mind it, but I didn't like it for every day. Anyway, this is a great everyday coffee. So another collab with Blue Bottle, my favorite coffee. And I'm so happy they opened up here in Las Vegas. Anyway, I've got my drawing class this morning, which I almost forgot about. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a nice leisurely day. And then I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Obviously, I have not gotten into the habit of, or just gotten into the groove of going to class again. Yeah. Totally different. It's been so long. Anyway, I've got class this morning. I think I slept on my neck wrong. Oh, it's like, oof. It feels really crickety this morning. And then the drawing is not going to help because you're just kind of like bent over. So maybe I'll take an Advil. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. How are you guys? So last night, after I got home from lunch at Zero Bond, which was a delight, my husband and I just continued binging The Pit. We are just about done with it. And if you guys are into The Pit, if you're not into The Pit, let me start there. If you're not into The Pit, get into The Pit. It's so good. So good. And I'm not one for medical dramas. Like I never got into ER. I never got into Grey's Anatomy. And I know those were more like soap opera-y. But this is so good. So good. It's much less soap opera-y and really focused on the cases and, you know, the ER or whatever. It's so good. Anyway, I would like to hear from you guys, the ones that are really into The Pit. Which season do you like more, 1 or 2? I think I like 1 more, but I can't figure out why. I don't know, it's strange. My husband was saying, he's like, He's like, I don't know, he's like, maybe after like 2 seasons of this, it's just kind of like a lot of the same. And I'm like, but I don't know, it's just so realistic too. Like as soon as you start watching it, you feel like you're there. They do not feel like actors at all. They feel like I'm watching real, like I'm like literally a fly on the wall in the ER and I'm watching it all go on. I don't know if it's like just the more of the same thing that makes season 2 not as good as season 1. I don't know. I'll finish season 2 and then make a determination. But yeah, we've got like 1 or 2 episodes left, which I almost don't want to watch because I don't want it to be over. That's how good it is. Although we've got plenty of shows lined up because we wait for, you know, the show to be completely done and then we binge it. So we've got the latest Shrinking to watch. We have the latest Daredevil to watch. Oh my God, there's a whole bunch that I'm forgetting. Hacks is back, but I'm waiting for all of that to come out. I think they're only on maybe episode 2 at this point. That's the TV update. I haven't been reading because I've been watching so much TV. So no update on any books that I've been reading. I'm just going to finish my coffee, make a little bit of breakfast. I was gonna try and film something before I left for class, but I don't like to rush because I feel like that comes across screen and I don't like to rush. I mean, it's just not a good feeling. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to film and edit when I come back from class because tonight I'm actually going out to dinner with some friends. So I don't have that much time between class and dinner. I'll try. Hopefully it won't be too long of a video. I'm filming, you will have seen this already. I'm gonna be filming my last Sephora haul and then just sort of wrapping it all together and doing a try on. So those take a little bit longer than just a straight up haul where I'm just showing you what I got. But yeah, that's gonna be a try on. What else can I tell you? I think that's it. Weather continues to be incredible here. Absolutely incredible. And that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna do my New York word games and then head on out to class. I am back from my drawing class. Do you want to see what I did in today's class? Let me show you. I'm not embarrassed. I've taken so many art classes and you always have to put your work up and do the whole critique session of the class. So I've had my artwork ripped apart before, but this is a very nice continuing ed class. So it's very supportive. It's actually really nice. I forgot how much like a class becomes a community. Anyway, so, okay. This week, we just focused on drawing a full frontal, that sounds dirty, but a full frontal head picture. So we had 2 options, Leonardo DiCaprio or Cate Blanchett. I love Cate Blanchett. So I did her. What do you guys think? Not great, but okay. Pretty proud of it. I feel like I got her eyes pretty good, but I couldn't get her nose, because you know, there's something about Cate Blanchett. Her nose is broader, I think, and a little like meatier than you think, because she's such a, she has such delicate features, you know, she has like, not a delicate persona because she plays such strong characters, but yeah, just kind of like delicate features, her eyes, her lips. She's got like super defined like bone structure, but she actually has quite a fleshy nose. And I think that really threw me because a lot of times you see with your brain instead of your eyes. Your brain does a lot of interpretation, especially if you're familiar with the face. So anyway, that was my self-critique. And then we had to do a profile. So this is just a random man. So if you did Cate Blanchett, you had to do the male, and then if you did Leonardo DiCaprio, they had, she actually gave out a female profile. So anyway, I had to do the male, and this one I'm getting back into the shading of it all, because that's what it's all about. But I don't think I got his face very accurate. He kind of looks like he's related to this guy, but not this guy, you know? But yeah, the hair is hard. The hair is really hard. But, you know, as she was talking or whatever, like, it's so nice. You know, 3.5 hours just really flies, because you really just get lost in what you're doing. And that's really what I wanted out of this class, is just like a real kind of getaway, a real, I don't know, like a treat myself time to like not think about anything else, not think about YouTube. Hello, YouTubies. Not think about YouTube, not think about work, not think about social media, not think about what's going on in the world, not think about my husband or Butters. Like, I'm just there just to draw. So yeah, a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun today. And I mean, like learning anything, it can be so frustrating. And I do have some history of it, but there's some other people in the class, I don't think they've ever done just like pencil or charcoal drawing, and they were really frustrated. And I mean, I don't know them well enough to say anything to them, but I will say this to you. Learning something new is not easy, you know? And if there's something out there that you want to try, that you want to learn, just know that it's like, you're not going to be good at it because you don't know it. You've never done it before. So it's an impossibility that you're going to be good at it right off the bat. I think some people have, you know, a natural talent for certain things, but you're not going to be like good at something right off the bat. So anyway, just try something. If you feel like taking a class, you should. That's my PSA for the day. Actually, I wanted to film and edit a video before dinner tonight. I really don't know if I have the time. I've got to make myself some lunch. I'm starving. And then I actually have to get up the podcast episode for tomorrow. And then I'm back to, I think, just not having that much time for video tomorrow, which I'm kind of bummed about. But I'll definitely have one up on Monday. I'm sorry. All of this you will have seen already, so I should just shut the hell up. I'm going to make myself lunch and I will be back. Okay, we're at Scritzy for dinner. It's an Italian place. And if you're local to Vegas, it's on very loud cars. It's on Blue Diamond and Rainbow. It's in a relatively new strip mall. But I've been here before, and I think I vlogged from here. They had a giant bone marrow as an appetizer. Do you guys remember that? I'm trying to remember when this was. This was actually probably like a year ago. More than a year ago? Maybe a year ago. Okay, I'm gonna head on in.